Well, if you haven't planned your Super Bowl menu yet, no problem. Early show contributor Katie Lee is here with some low-budget, high-flavor ideas for game day. It's a big weekend. Katie, good to see you here this morning.
Good to see you, too.
Everybody's trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do last minute to have all these people at my house while they're watching football, keep them entertained, and keep them well fed?
Well, I love Super Bowl Sunday, not because I'm a football fan, because truthfully, I don't know anything about sports.
Okay.
But I love the food. It's like the Thanksgiving of junk food.
This is your wheelhouse.
So this is my time. I get to eat whatever I want. I have as much melted cheese and all that stuff that's kind of off limits. Now we have an excuse.
Okay, so what are the items that we're going to be making?
We're going to start with a Stromboli.
Okay.
And I know this is something that you like.
Yeah, I actually really do.
One of your specialties. So we've got pizza dough. Just pick that up at the local pizza parlor.
Some flour on there.
About $2 or $3 for a ball of dough. Or you can go in the freezer department or get one of those little tubes. So just roll that out into a big rectangle. I've got a rolling pin there for you. And while you roll that out, I'm gonna go over here. This is our sausage and pepper mixture. So I love sausage and pepper sandwiches, so this is kind of just going into one roll so that you don't have to be at the stove making everything. It's a good make ahead.
What kind of sausage?
I'm using turkey sausage because it's not as greasy then when you put it in the Stromboli. It's not gonna cause it, you know, to have grease running out of it. So some onions, some peppers, we've got garlic in here and tomato paste, really, really delicious. Keep going with that. Get it kind of big. Be aggressive.
All right, try it. Try not to ruin it.
That looks pretty good. We'll get started with it. Okay. So then our sausage just goes right on top. I'm going to spread it all over. I mean, it's kind of a sad dough that you got going there, but
it's not great. I know that.
You won a cooking competition.
Well, it's because I was flipping it at that point.
I've heard that the cooking competition might have been fixed.
You better watch your mouth,
Katie. Watch it. He's got the rolling pin. Okay, so this goes on. Now top it with some pepperoni.
Okay.
Pepperoni's right there. You know, pepperoni is the most popular pizza topping in America.
I saw that study yesterday, and I thought, oh, heavens. People have no idea what they're doing to themselves with all that pepperoni.
Did you know that it's not even, you can't even find pepperoni in Italy? It's totally Italian-American, but I love it. Okay, now we're going to put some cheese on here. We've got provolone and mozzarella, and then I'm using banana peppers. These aren't a spicy pepper, they're just pickled, and they add a really nice balance to all that spicy meat.
I had never even heard of those.
I love these.
Let me try them a few moments ago. That was great.
They're really yummy, right?
And you can never have enough cheese. That is your policy,
right? No, you can never have enough cheese. Okay, so now we're just gonna roll it into a cylinder, just like this. Roll it up. Doesn't that look good?
One big fajita.
Okay, so then it's just kind of seal the edges like that. I've got one in the oven already done if you want to grab that for me.
So we'll do that.
And you just brush it with some egg wash, and that gives it that nice golden brown. Oh, look at the one coming out of the oven.
We did have some egg wash
This
over
looks so
Look at this.
good.
And it smells
I love
fantastic. Finished product. Look at that.
Yum.
See that?
How fantastic.
Beautiful.
Now serve this with some marinara dipping sauce. You just cut right in here. Look how good that looks. Yummy. Oh, Chris, this has your name all over it.
You know what?
You want a bite?
May I?
Go for it.
Isn't this a little rude? Yeah, what the heck?
Go for it. So yummy. What do you think? Yeah? I love that.
It is good. Yes. No, really, really good.
Okay, so
I'm going to go back to that later. I'm going to save that.
My favorite part, nachos. I could eat nacho cheese sauce every day and be happy. In
fact, is a football rite of passage.
I can tell you I had some this morning, and even at 6 a.m. I liked it.
Who doesn't have nachos for breakfast?
So you just melt some butter and flour. I added some milk in here. Now put that cheese in. We're going to stir the cheese, let it get nice and melty, and put in the salsa. So the cheese sauce by itself, you could, just use for anything, but adding the salsa makes it nice and spicy.
Gives it a nice consistency in there,
look
too.
how good that looks. Okay, you stir that for me. And here are nachos. I'm just using 2 different kinds of beans. I've got black beans and refried beans. I put that in the oven for about 10 minutes so they get nice and hot. And just until the cheese melts, and then just pour that on top. Go for it, Chris. Doesn't that look delicious? Good. And then you can top it with all your favorite nacho toppings, like tomatoes. I like some sour cream. Dump that on there.
Did not have enough cheese on there.
Look at that.
Jalapenos.
Many a late night in college, I was eating nachos just like this. Kind of reminds me of it. We hadn't been drinking
People at home are saying, how can you eat all this fattening food and still look the way you do? And some guacamole if you want.
Exercise.
This is fantastic.
Okay, next up, buffalo chicken salad. I love buffalo sauce, but making wings at home can get really messy.
Yep, so
just take a rotisserie chicken.
Let's take the mess out of it.
Shred it up.
Okay, that was about 3
Toss it
rotisserie
with-
chickens, right?
Just one.
Just one?
Just
Oh,
one. Toss it
more.
with some
Okay.
buffalo sauce.
Throw it right in?
Put it on a big bowl of lettuce.
Yep.
And then we're gonna add some scallions,
Bacon, right, if you like?
bacon, tomatoes. This looks so yummy.
so blue
And some celery.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to have blue cheese.
Lots of it, too.
Yeah, that kind of balances the spiciness. I can hear Jeff Glores over there.
And you can just get
really
the
getting into it.
You can get the hands right in there, right? You don't even have to use any utensils. You can
I
just
mean,
kind of.
I don't know. It is kind of covered in
I don't know to see how far you would take this. Gotta go.
You want some avocado
Sure,
too?
throw it in.
That looks good. Put that in there. Okay, now
And the
you
dressing.
toss it, and
Okay.
I'm going to put the dressing on it. And we can enjoy this.
ahead,
It
mix
looks
that in.
great. Now, with a nice cold beer, I think this is the perfect Super Bowl menu. Just delicious. Now, you're kind of making a mess of that,
Well,
Chris.
you know, I really kind of like the idea
You
of just
know.
kind of putting the hands in there and just kind of giving it a good
Okay,
mix.
well, put your hands in there. Then.
I think
No, I
Jeff has
wouldn't
been
do that.
waiting for this. So
I will
Jeff, since
dig
it's a buffalo
this-
chicken
I will-
salad,
Here.
I'm
Here
gonna
you
dig the
go.
hands right in there. Oh, here we go. Can I just dig it
I
in?
brought you to this
This is
little
how we-
thing, right?
This is how we stir the buffalo
Yeah, I'm
chicken
just gonna
salad.
put-
I'm going in for the nachos.
Oh, see that? Exactly. Exactly.
That's
Oh,
Exactly. Katie Lee, thank you as always. You have made our menu complete.
and
You
Jeff
can find
just,
these
you know.
recipes, of course, on our website, earlyshow.cbsnews.com. It's all right there. Jeff, just use your suit to wipe that
a
off.
few
It's
lessons
okay.
from my 14-month-old.
Here's a napkin.
We will be right back. You're watching The Early Show here on CBS. So I guess we can't eat the salad now.
You're really treating yourself over there.